Hello everyone, this is Carlo, and this is going to be like a mini documentary on the Echo 8. I like this helicopter mainly because this is the first helicopter I ever owned, and I got an opportunity to buy a couple up and get a chance to play with them again. Kind of remind me of where we came from and why some of us took so long to actually learn how to fly. The Echo that you're looking at right now is not very stock. It's got some stuff going on the airframe to improve the performance. So here, let's just take the canopy off real quick. So just from quick glance, you can, here, let me change my camera. You can see brushless motor speed control. I made my own linear regulator. It's a 12 to 5 volt step down. I used some diodes to step down the voltage before it got to the regulator to keep things from getting too hot. See a 3-cell LiPo that I kind of threw together from some old packs. 90 degrees CCPM because I was too lazy to do the 120. High-tech 85 servos, 401. I had an Align tail gyro 620 laying around, so I figured that would be the best thing to go with, and I decided to make my own frame mount for it. I'm still using the little tail snake. Those things actually work pretty well. There's the upgraded Swash Plate, definitely a must. We got MS carbon blades. These are actually Voyager E blades. They put a little less load on the disc, and considering the helicopter only weighs 1,200 grams, it's okay. Upgraded tail pitch slider. Not many upgrades back here. The fin doesn't really count. I did double up the bearings and the tail grips to get a little more support. You notice that these don't have too much side-to-side play, and I'll show you another one that in the original configuration that does. Oh, and very important, the one-way. Gotta have that. This thing will tear itself apart without it. Other than that, this machine is actually very capable. On 3 cells, it's a rocket. It doesn't weigh anything. I mean, this thing weighs about 1,200 grams. But this is the 3D version of one of the Echoes that I own. I'm very happy with it. Flies great. I'll try to get a video of it in the air next time I'm out. But I got something really special for some of you guys to check out. Now, this is the old school Echo 8, and I mean every part on it's original. And I decided to use the mechanical mixer. And yeah, let's just say it's interesting to fly this thing, and but it does work. It's surprising, but it does work. So here, let me just kind of show you how it all works. Everyone knows how the other one works. It's CCPM. Everyone's seen it. So here, let's go ahead and get this set up. Alright. Forgive me, I'm going to set the camera down for just a second so I can plug this thing to turn this thing on. So hold on. Right, while everything is initializing, the tail gyro and all that, let me just go over this. That's an Ikarus speed control. I just had to reshrink it, and I actually put new wires on it because the wires that were on it were awful. And same thing with ESC lead. I didn't like it, so I replaced it. This is an Ikarus motor, but it's a really good motor for this helicopter. It's big, it's strong, and they seem to work. Magnetic Mayhem reverse. Gotta go 2.4 on everything, man. You just safety first. And the thing that sucked about old school helicopters is 72 megahertz put a lot of them into the ground. It wasn't usually a mechanical fault, but here, let's look at this rotor head. Everything is stock plastic Swash Plate. You can, well, something didn't bind up. Something's not happy. Hold on, let me restart this thing. Alright, sorry about that. Damn Futaba transmitters get upset. But now the transmitter's transmitting. And here I can kind of show you how this mechanical mixer works. Alright, for collective pitch, make sure the throttle holds on. I've got this little mixer thing, and you can kind of see it. This servo here pushes a plate forward and backward, which has a bunch of mixing arms on it, and then you can kind of here. Let me get out. You can kind of see the swash plate going up and down. For elevator, you've got the servo on the back side, back here, moving a mixer arm, and then for the aileron function, you've got a servo up front, which moves a mixer. You can kind of see it. Elevator. So it's kind of interesting to see all of it work together. Forgive me for all the focus issues, but oh yeah, and the rudder. Sorry, the rudder's right there. It's got a mixer, so it's kind of like a Revo mix, if you will. Adds a little bit of pitch. So here I'm not giving any rudder command, and you can see the tail rotor changing pitch, and it's always got a little bit of right rudder to it. So again, you're using the tail snake, and original tail rotor section. You can see how loose that is. So I guess whenever they swing out, it pushes the tail grip pushes against the tail bearing and it locks in place. But yeah, man, this isn't exactly what we'd call precision here, but somehow someone figured out how this some way to make this thing work back in the 90s. So it is what it is, and it does fly, and it does fly pretty well. The only thing that's not stock on this is it's got a one-way bearing. I mean, it's hard to tell, but I guess you'll have to take my word for it, but it has a one-way. Other than that, if you look at the blades, that's negative pitch, about 2 degrees, and then this is positive. That's it. Positive 10 to minus 2. So that's what the manual said it would have, so that's what I gave it. And I tried to maintain everything to be as original as possible, minus the 2.4 gigahertz, because I don't want it to crash itself, and 2-cell lithium pack. And it'll fly itself for about 9 minutes on that pack, so it's pretty cool. Overall weight is about 1,200 grams. Old school wood blades. And you know, if you guys have never seen how we did it back in the day, this is how we did it, man. This is how we did it. And here, let me get this in a little more light, so get a good clear shot of this. You gotta look at this, man. Alright, collective pitch, and you can see everything. As I add pitch, you can see the right there, tail rotor getting a little pitch added as well. The swash plate's moving up evenly. There's a little elevator action back there. Servo in the back is moving the mixer. Aileron, you can kind of see it there. And the swash plate, and then the rudder. Going to the mixer, going all the way to the back. Collective pitch, giving it a little pitch. Of course, normal tail function, and yes, I am using. I know this is long, but fast forward what you don't want to hear, man. This is. And good old Ikarus tail gyro. It works okay. It's an Ikarus heading hold pro feed tail gyro. It's the big one. There's another version of it that's smaller.